Hi, we're Laura and Dan. We've bought a beautiful rustic Portuguese barn and have literally zero knowledge of building and farming, but plan on converting it into a beautiful off-grid homestead. Follow us on our journey. Hola, bom dia. Today is another beautiful morning. It was lovely to wake up inside the bell tent with the light from the sunrise hitting off the canvas. It's just beautiful with all the sounds of the birds. Today, as always, we've got lots of stuff to do, so we're gonna get cracking. Today we're going to be carrying on with the outdoor kitchen build. One of the first things to do is to take away the wooden frame that we used to pour the concrete into, so we're going to be removing that. Then we're going to be making a mortar mix ready to start attaching together the breeze blocks.
So the frame came up pretty easy, which is good. So now the frame's up, all we need to do now is just start making some mortar and crack on putting the bricks down. So while Laura's just preparing some of the mortar, I'm just getting some of the blocks ready in place so that we can just, once the mortar's mixed, we can just get them all in the right place. So I think I'm looking forward to this job. I think this is going to be one that it's going to go up quite quick, and I think the breeze blocks are going to really do a really good job of making the base of the outdoor kitchen, and I'm looking forward to seeing what it looks like eventually once we get there. How's the mixing of the mortar going, Laura?
Good. I've separated it into half, so we've got another dry mixture there, so we're only going to wet this one, use this one, and then once we've run out we'll wet that one. Just so we don't have a big mound of it and it starts drying as we work, because that'll be pretty stressful.
It's the hot sun.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Under pressure.
Good idea. So now we've got our mortar mix done. My lovely assistant has made that up all nicely, Laura.
Thanks.
So what we're going to be doing now is we're going to use the mortar mix to start putting in laying the bricks. Like I say, we've never done this job before. It's a new skill that we've looked into and we've learned about. So fingers crossed it goes well. Maybe it doesn't, but that's how you learn. So I'm looking forward to actually. I've never used this type of mix before, so this ratio, and I've never laid bricks like breeze blocks like these before. So we'll learn a new thing, but we'll get on with it and we'll see how it turns out.
Spread it. We'd like to take a minute to thank this week's sponsor, MyHeritage.
So I've always been interested in what my origins are, and that's why I'm really excited in this video, because we've partnered with MyHeritage and I'm going to find out exactly what they are. Hopefully I'm Portuguese.
MyHeritage helps you uncover your origins and find new relatives through DNA matches. It's easy to use, it's just a simple cheek swab that takes less than 2 minutes.
So the results are in, so let's find out where I'm from. I'm actually really excited to see where I'm from. Portuguese, 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 come on. Oh, I'm a Viking. Scandinavia. It says 97.2% English. Well, I'm not, that's not good. It says 2.8 Scandinavian. So I'm a Viking. I always knew I was a Viking with this beard, especially when I'm on the land and stuff. I knew I was a Viking. It's going to be really interesting to see who I've got DNA matches to. By looks of it, it's going to be William Wallace in Scotland. I've got someone from England. Second, it says parent, second cousin. Parent, second cousin. Another one, parent, second cousin. Wild, isn't it? Someone from the USA. Someone from New Zealand. So I'm actually really surprised by the results. I think it's really cool. If this is something that interests you and you would like to see where you're from, please click the link in the description below and use the code word Homestead to get free shipping with your MyHeritage kit. Laura's laying her first ever brick.
Yep.
Welcome to the Bricklaying Club, Laura.
Feels good. Good. We'll see when it all dries what it's like, but yeah, feels good.
Second batch now done. Now time to get on with some more bricklaying. We're starting to make progress now, we're starting to get there. It's actually quite a rewarding job, to be honest. Like we said before, we've never done this before, so we're just kind of learning along the way. But it's actually a really nice job to do. It's as you start to do more and more, you're just getting faster and faster at doing it, and just kind of learning the technique. So it's not a bad job until it falls down. That is.
So this is what we've got so far. We've got the base. This is the base shape. That's all in. The next job's going to be slightly more difficult. We've got to break more breeze blocks so we can stagger them in properly. So that's going to be slightly more challenging and it's going to take a little bit longer, but glad to get the first lot in and get a real feel for what it's like to lay the blocks, because it's something that we've never done before.
Now it's just time to make up some more mortar.
Dan, we've been blessed by the fig gods today.
Oh, nice. Oh, baby. Not a nice little snack while we're working. Starting to get more ripe now, aren't they?
Yeah, nice.
Nice snack for when I'm in between graft. It's been a non-stop morning already. We've made a real good start at the outdoor kitchen, but it's starting to get really warm now. So I think, and I'm absolutely filthy, and I think I'm due, me and Laura, aren't we? We're both due our weekly bath. So I think we're going to go to the river beach, which is really beautiful, and we'll take you along for the journey and see what we get up to. And I think we're going to have some food there as well to break up the day before we come back and work on this again.
You alright there, pal?
I knew you were going to get the camera. I'm stuck in the chair.
All I heard was a crash and I just look at you.
I've just been working hard and I said, oh, I'm going to have a sit in my chair, and then I've just fell through it.
Yeah.
What's it like? I can't get out.
Now we don't have any chairs to sit outside
Now
with.
we'll have no chairs. Now I'm stuck. Oh.
We're on the way at the river beach now. I'm excited to get in the water. It's going to be about 37 degrees today, so it's very sweaty in here. So looking forward to doing a cold dip.
You excited to go in?
Yeah, looking forward to it.
So hot today, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're going to jump in?
I'm not jumping in. That is so refreshing. So what we needed today. This is our favourite spot to come to. The water's just so like
So clear, isn't it?
look at my lip.
The water's just so clear.
The water is really clear and cold because it's from the mountain. It's
Yeah,
the coldest water that we've found.
But what we found that it's quite hard to kind of like find cold water. And at this time of year in Portugal, like all the rivers are so warm and stuff. And last time, as you see in previous videos, like the snakes and stuff, there's so many snakes. But in this water here, it's like so cool because it comes from the mountains, and they have all these little different troughs of water, don't they, where you can get into. And having a cold body of water like this is amazing. There's loads of fish swimming around and stuff, and the waterfalls are just spectacular. So it's a place that we like to come to, isn't it?
Yeah, favourite place.
Favourite place, coldest water. Back to swimming.
Bye. Swim like a torpedo.
So refreshing, isn't it, Laura?
Yeah, it's nice.
Are you coming for some food now, Laura?
Oh, this is not very great.
Food time.
Yeah.
You're starving? We've had our dip, now it's time to get some food because we're absolutely starving. We haven't had anything today after doing all the graft on the land, so time to get some food, eh? What did you just say?
I said, are you hitting it here? Or are you hitting it over there?
I said I'm going to hit it right in this spot here.
Okay, then we're on the same page then.
I'll hit it good.
Yeah.
So that's the 3 layers of bricks done now. We've just got one more to go and we're getting there, so we're making light work of it. And it's not far now, so like I say, next layer, and we're nearly there already.
The sun's setting beautifully behind us, but that means we're running out of light. So we're nearly done. We're still needing another mortar mix, but there's no point doing a mortar mix now because we're going to run out of light. So we've just got a few more breeze blocks to do in the morning, and then the frame of the kitchen's up. As you can see, just got to fill in these bits here, and then that's it. Then we can start doing everything else that we had planned.
So another day, instead of $1, another brick. So another day, another brick. So what I'm doing now is I'm just marking up the last few stones. We've only got 1, 2, 3, 4 more to do, so just need to chop them up like Bruce Lee, and then mortar them in, and then that's it. We're nearly there. that's the last brick now gone in. I'm really chuffed with how it's come out. It's so the base of it's completely all done now. Just need to let the last few bricks that I put in this morning completely set, and then I'm going to tidy up the workspace, and then it's on to the next jobs, which is really good. But it's been a really satisfying job, and I'm really chuffed with how it's come out. So while I'm waiting for the last few bricks to set, I'll let you know a little bit into our plans, what we have here. It's been constantly changing, but what we plan on doing is we plan on having a 4 gas hob burner here, plan on having a little sink here. We plan on using this for some little storage and shelving, and also on the top we're undecided whether we're going to go for a stone or a concrete base countertop, or we're going to do a tile countertop on on some type of timber surface. And then around the outside we're thinking about doing some kind of brick effect around the bottom of here to finish it off nicely, so you don't see the breeze blocks and it finishes it off really good. So it's been another good end to the day on the homestead. The sun is starting to set in the distance, and we're just chilling out, listening to the birds, watching over at the mountain, listening to the church bells. I don't know if you can hear them in the distance, but the church bells are beautiful here on night time, aren't they?
Yeah, they have a lovely little tune.
It's really nice to hear them and just kind of like chill out as you bringing the day to an end, and just kind of analysing what's gone on. And I think today's been one of them days where with the outdoor kitchen, where it's really been a learning curve. Like we said earlier, it's something that we haven't done before, and we've made a lot of mistakes and we've learned a lot from it, but overall we're really happy how it's come out.
Yeah, we've definitely learned a lot, and we've done things that we've never done before, like making a concrete base, doing the breeze blocks, pointing in stones. It's all been brand new experiences, so I'm really happy with how it's turned out, especially since everything that we've done has been a first for both of us.
And I think that's the really important thing about what we've learned about when you're living off grid, is that it's important just to give things a go, because as you know, you're always going to get people who are going to say you're doing this wrong, you're doing that wrong. But for us, this is a journey for us, like every day when we turn up on the land, we're just giving things a go. We might not be experts, which we're certainly not. We're just giving ourselves permission to have a go at things, and it's through that process, when you give yourself permission to do things, where you learn a lot about yourself, and you grow as a person. And I think I can speak for me and Laura on that. We're just kind of having a crack at things, and seeing what happens,
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes things go wrong, but sometimes things turn out beautiful.
Yeah. We've experienced things going wrong quite a lot, but when something goes well, it means that it just feels more rewarding and fulfilling.
It does.
Another funny thing that I wanted to talk about was a lot of people write in the comments that they struggle to understand us both. Someone even asked what language I was speaking.
Someone said what dialect I was speaking.
Yeah, someone said, you speak in English, but what are you speaking other times when you talk to each other?
Someone said in the comments, do you just throw in every now and again, you speak in English, but do you just throw in your own native languages every now and again? Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
it's called Geordie. And it's funny because our accents are actually the way funny enough, you might not think it, but we actually really slow down our accents a lot. We're on the camera, and when we're together and when we go back home to our home country around our local friends and local family, you'll never understand us if you can't understand us on the camera.
Yeah, we'd probably just like mumble and all our words blur into one.
Yeah.
Whereas when I'm like talking to a camera, I feel like I have to articulate my words properly.
Yeah, we have to slow down and articulate. So a few words from our dialect are I, knee bother, pet.
Yeah, to name a few anyway.
Yeah, that's to name a few. How you doing, mate?
I'm Ganyem.
I'm Ganyem.
But yeah, I think someone said that our accents aren't very good either when we put on accents, but I think we're quite convincing.
Yeah, I do as well.
When we speak Australian. G'day. A lot of people also ask how we're finding our current stage of the homestead journey. How would you answer that?
Yeah, I think we're at a stage now for me where we've learned a lot more now, so we're much more comfortable and more like we've got much more skills in the sense and confidence to do things. Like when we first came here, we were felt very isolated because we were by ourselves, and we're still isolated in some way. We still haven't built friends and community. We've built a little bit, but not a lot. So there's times where like, you know, your head scratching yourself doing jobs and stuff, but you just get more and more when you're relying upon yourself. You know, there's days where a lot comes up, like you find yourself you can't do something and you feel what's the word, inadequate as a man or maybe as a woman.
Yeah.
You know, and you just got, and you have days where you cry, where you can't figure things out and it's challenging, and you haven't got water for 24 hours or something, but then you just kind of you knuckle down, you know, you watch a few YouTube videos and you figure it out, you know, and you have a go and make mistakes and just you figure it out, you know.
Yeah, certainly. I think it's definitely very vulnerable out here. And I think I feel like everything's just kind of more amplified. If we make a mistake, then it's more on us and it's more our fault, and we've got to take ownership of that and just work together and find a solution to things, which you can kind of avoid doing that when you've got a lot of distractions, but when you're here, it's like everything seems like it's on us, so we've got to just crack on with things and push forward.
Yeah, that's the thing, it's all on you, you know. It's no like I've said before, there's no calling someone or calling a handyman to come around, you know. It's not like that in where we are in central Portugal, you know. Be very reliant upon yourself, and in that process, you know, you learn a lot about yourself very fast, very quick. And there is times obviously on the homestead where like, you know, it's very challenging, and there's obviously immediate things that we can't do and we can't figure out. But there's a lot of times where like it gets you very comfortable very fast at sometimes not having all the luxuries and having the things. You've got to get comfortable at not having them things. Like for example, for about 2 weeks, the water pump wasn't working, and we had no way of like washing the dishes in the van like with the pump, you know. So we just had to kind of makeshift, like would use the a kettle or would use a bucket, and it's just kind of little things that things go wrong, and then you just got to kind of adapt and find a way around it. But you actually find a lot of time, don't you, that when you actually do when you're just comfortable with like not having something for a certain amount of time till you sort out the issue, you actually find out you don't even need it, don't you?
Oh, you really appreciate it more.
Yeah, definitely when you get it back.
Definitely. Yeah, you definitely appreciate something more when you haven't had it. Like for instance, a shower. We can go like a week without showering, but when you do shower at the end of the week, it's like, oh, you just appreciate it so much more than what you would do if you were showering every day. But yeah, definitely appreciate the little things here more often. But yeah, we're gonna end this week's video here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Yeah, we're going to continue watching the sunset in
Yeah.
the distance. It's a beautiful night.
Bye.
Bye.